Hi, I'm Amy Palmer from New York 360. I'm here at Battery Park City, which lies on the city's coastline. As you can see, it's calm and tranquil now, but if a severe storm were to hit, this could be one of the most dangerous places in New York City.
New York City is vulnerable to the devastating effects of a major coastal storm.
We are concerned about all levels of storms in New York City. We are concerned about a Category 1 through a Category 4. There is a Category 5 storm, but it's not likely to hit New York because of the coolness of the water here. But things are changing in this region as they are in the rest of the world. Water is getting slightly warmer, so we are more concerned with coastal storms today than we probably were over the last 25 years.
So why is New York so susceptible to coastal flooding?
The reason why New York City is particularly at risk for hurricanes is because of a thing called the New York Bight. What it means is New York City jets out from the continent at a right angle. And if a storm were to come up, the worst case scenario for New York City would be a Category 4 hurricane hitting directly at Atlantic City and having the upper right quadrant of the storm hit directly into New York City. We could have water approximately 6 miles into Brooklyn in certain areas along Coney Island to the Rockaways. So it's a serious threat for us.
So as you can see, the threat of coastal storms are very real right here in New York City. I'm here at the Office of Emergency Management, where the motto is, be prepared for anything, especially if you're a New York City employee.
City employees are the first called upon to play a major role in sheltering and recovery efforts. And now is the time to get better acquainted with how you can help your city colleagues and citizens. Depending on the size, speed, and intensity of the storm, OEM has designated zones that will need to be evacuated. You can find out if you live in an evacuation zone by visiting oem@nyc.gov.
OEM is constantly tracking and interpreting weather data. Once the National Weather Service forecasts a severe storm, OEM puts its contingency plan into action.
Any storm that requires an evacuation of any sort would activate the coastal storm plan and would require us to open up a certain number of shelters.
For those who have no other place to go, OEM has developed a shelter system as part of the Coastal Storm Plan.
All people in the city, if asked to move away from the coastal zones, will be asked to shelter with friends or family or go to another area of the country if that's possible for them. But there's going to be a certain number of people we would have to provide shelters for them. We have created a system of 65 evacuation centers and 509 shelters. Those shelters are in schools or in CUNY schools, the city university. So they are locations we know, we've already gone to, we have the keys for, we know how to open them, we have supplies in them, we will provide security in them, the New York City Police Department will provide that, and school security will provide that, and they will be managed by New York City employees.
OEM and CUNY have developed a training program that will better prepare New York City employees to carry out their duties once the sheltering system is activated.
In a shelter, we're trying to make sure people are calm, we're trying to give people information, we want to make sure they get something to eat, that they know where they can rest, to know that they're secure, to know that they have someone there who's running the facility.
OEM has developed a contingency plan that guides the city's responses to natural and even man-made disasters. Their main focus is always preparedness, initial response, and recovery. OEM's ultimate goal is to return New Yorkers back to their daily routine as quickly as possible. And that's where OEM will need the help of city employees.
Again, everyone's safety is a major concern for OEM. So what can you do to make sure that New Yorkers are safe in the event of a disaster? Begin first by planning for your family's safety so you're available to support New York City storm staff.
With respect to any emergency, you should have a plan. You should ensure that you have a go bag and make sure that some important items like flashlight, extra set of keys to your car, some spare money or change.
All the details on what you'll need are outlined on OEM's website at nyc.gov/OEM. Many of the tips in OEM's Ready New York Guide are designed to help your household be prepared. But once your family is safe in a disaster situation, New York City will need you.
Be prepared to help your city. Before disaster strikes, sign up for storm staff. For more information, log on to CityShare.
We want New York City employees to do this management. They know how to deal with emergencies in the city. They're the kinds of people we want running the system.
OEM is going to need your help. New York City is going to need your help. So join storm staff today. I'm Amy Palmer from New York 360.